right. So today we are going to dive into our stories, who we are, where we came from, and where we're going. Who are we being when we, reach out to one another, when we're talking to one another, and when we're talking to you, our tribe.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to make sure that you guys get to know who we are and how silly we are, how bold we are, how much of a badass we both are. So what we're going to start out with is I would like you to finish these sentences. Okay?
Okay.
And I want you to come from a heart space. I knew I was meant to help others when.
I knew that I was meant to help others when I realized I could finally stop being the victim and start being the hero of my own comic book. I was just so ready to stop running from my life. A game changer for me was ownership. Ownership in my circumstances and recognition that I am an artist and I'm an adventurer, and all of those beautiful facets of my personality are interwoven in my core, and that all of those things have to shine brightly in order for me to be authentically me.
What does that shine feel like for you?
It feels like that first dawn that breaks through the leaves, and just as it breaks through, it kind of both illuminates and evaporates the dew that's on the leaves. It's both reflective and releasing. So stepping into that, that feeling of finally all the things that have happened for you, right?
Yeah.
How is that different from your experience from the past? How does it feel to have finally stepped into that?
So for me to come out of that place where I used to think things happened to me, where I essentially grew up being told what to do. I didn't realize until a few years ago that I had opinions about things.
Yeah.
I didn't know I knew I had thoughts. I knew I was intelligent. That was clear to me. I just didn't know that I had a voice, and that I could use that voice, and that it was a powerful voice, and that it would resonate with other people. So coming into a place of all of this happened for me, astounds me, honestly.
Yeah.
I used to feel safe in being emotionally unsafe.
Yeah.
And that is no longer a thing. And then I realized that there was a checkbox underneath being mom, being dad, that said, be Shala. And I realized I could choose what I want. I could choose to manifest the life. Not that I knew at that time that I was manifesting, but that was exactly what I was doing. That I could manifest and create the person that I wanted to become. I didn't have to look for who I wanted to become. I just had to create it. Yeah. We all talk about, I'm trying to find myself. I don't know that I fully get on board with that
Shala that is embracing all of these beautiful things. What does she need?
I need love and joy.
Yeah.
And creation. Dependability. I want to know that my tribe, that I can depend on them, because I know 100% that they can depend on me.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So I call out the same out of them.
Yeah.
I need spontaneity. And I need travel and adventure.
Yes.
New experiences. I love meeting new people, seeing new things, going new places. And what's your favorite food right now?
Oh, chocolate. Always dark chocolate. There's something
Dark
about
chocolate,
it's
yes.
insanely like luscious and luxurious.
So one of my favorites is the Endangered Species brand, the one that has the wolf on it, and it's got like almonds and I think like cranberries or something like that. It's so good.
The creation of that fiery spirit. What is important about that?
When we talk a lot of many of us coaches and rebels and creatives, us artists out there, it requires a certain amount of courage to be who we are.
Yeah.
And courage is really just your core rage, which is that fire in the pit of your stomach.
I love that. My rage.
Your rage. That's
so death metal.
Well, we're kick-ass, right?
Yes, we are that.
So that fire that we have within us, that courage, that core rage, is something that we have to allow to blossom, to bloom, to grow, but not consume us. So I like to think about it, you and I are storytellers as well as all the other lists of things that we are. And as storytellers, I think of the bonfire, of sitting around and connecting, that maybe like the end of summer, where at the end of the day it's starting to get chilly and you have to wrap up, but you're all sitting around that fire. So you set down your stones around that circle, you place and you make the intention that this circle, and it's always a circle within a circle, correct? You have the circle of the stones that hold the fire, that core rage, and then outside you have the circle of connectivity with people.
Yes.
And so you set the intention of, this is our connecting piece. This is where we come together and we tell our stories, and where we can look into the fire and we see our own spirit looking back, our ancestors connecting us back into who we are. And I've seen and experienced so many magical experiences around a bonfire.
Yeah.
Something about it brings out our humanity, and it brings out our essence. Some of the most, like, the deepest conversations and the silliest conversations and the impromptu dancing and just everything that can happen around that fire that blossoms. And I feel, I see that same image, and I feel it within myself, and I feel it within you, and I know that our tribe out there feels it within themselves.
Yes. Well, and in that too, I almost feel like, both of us feel from our heart and feel very spiritually connected, no matter, kind of how far we are distance-wise from each other. And I always feel like, part of this bonfire, part of this circle is very much reflected already within our environment, and that is kind of our moon spirit, right? We always connect with this feeling of darkness, and you and I had just talked about the other day, kind of calling out to our coyote tribe, right? So who are the people that no matter how far away we are connected by the same moon and the same stars, and we would almost like howl, or you said yip, right?
I said yip.
Yeah, like yip, yip, yip. Like we would yip out to the moon, and we would call these this tribe forth, these people that would connect with us, and somehow, you know, that sacredness of that bonfire and that togetherness is held within them until it can be done in person, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's so beautiful.